For section 2.6, this is the back of the worksheet. We're going to look at numbers 4 through 10. Okay, so number 4, they're asking you what the reflexive property of congruence is. What is congruent to angle 4? Well, the reflexive property says anything is the same as itself. So if they're talking about angle 4 is congruent to angle 4. Number 5, use the symmetric property. If two things are congruent, then these two things are congruent. Well, remember what symmetric means. Symmetric means if this is congruent to this, you can reverse it the other way. You can say that segment DX is congruent to segment CD. Number 6, you're kind of going the other way. They're giving you the statement and you have to say what the property is. So you have angle 1 congruent to angle 2 congruent to angle 4. How do you know angle 1 is congruent to angle 4? Angle 1 and angle 4 are both congruent to the same angle. They're definitely congruent to each other. That's your transitive property of congruence. Notice how we have the congruent sign there, not an equal sign. Number 7, why is this segment congruent to itself? That's reflexive property of congruence. Again, it's congruence because there's a congruent sign. Number 8, here's two angles that are congruent. Why are they congruent the other way? Symmetric property of congruence. Number 9, if segment AB is congruent to segment BC, then we know that segment BC is congruent to segment AB. Again, you have two segments that are congruent. They're congruent either way. That's also your symmetric property of congruence. Notice how this one is using segments and this one is using angles. The symmetric property works for segments and for angles. Number 10, sketch a diagram that represents the following information. We need angle ABC and angle CBD to be adjacent angles. And we need angle ABD and angle DBE to be a linear pair. Okay, so maybe I'll start there. If we need a linear pair, I'm going to start with a straight angle because that's what a linear pair makes. It makes a line. Obviously, my vertex is B. I'm going to make this first angle, angle ABD. The second angle will be angle DBE. These two angles make a linear pair. Now, we need angle ABC and angle CBD to be adjacent angles. And I wasn't sure at first if we had to draw two separate diagrams, but I think now that we have this diagram, this one will work with it. Angle ABC and angle CBD need to be adjacent angles. Well, if you just put one ray in there where that's point C, notice what you get. You get angle ABC and you get angle CBD, and they are adjacent angles. So you could have done this together in one diagram.